Welcome back to TTS Daily. This is Yi right here. So our first story is in Taiwan, where Taiwanese actor Darren Wang, 33 years old, was initially arrested on February 18, 2025 for suspected military service evasion, and he was released on Singapore $6,000 plus bail. Okay, so during this investigation during the military evasion case, his phone was confiscated, and prosecutors actually found evidence on Wang's phone that he might have instigated an assault on a driver. Okay, this is kind of wild. Darren Wang, age 33. Maybe you can tell me in comments which series he's famous for or movies. So apparently, from the phone evidence, so on April 18, 2024, Wang booked a ride-hailing vehicle in Taipei. A dispute arose when he believed the driver took a detour. And after alighting from the vehicle, Wang realized he left his keys in the car. So he knocked pretty hard on the car window, which led to another quarrel with the driver. Wang then allegedly complained about the incident to his friend, surnamed Yu, who then reportedly used his connections to locate the driver, and allegedly 3 to 4 gangsters subsequently assaulted the driver. So on March 4th, 2025, police arrest Wang and Yu at their homes. After 7 hours of questioning, charges were amended to incitement to injury, violation of the Personal Information Protection Act, and other serious crimes, which was initially reported as attempted. Okay. Following a hearing at the New Taipei District Court, Wang was granted bail of NT $5 million, which is about Singapore 200,000 Singapore dollars, while Yu was detained and denied visitor access. Wow, talk about not clearing up your message history or your chat history. We're in Malaysia right now, where 3 Malaysian radio DJs from ERFM were suspended after a video surfaced showing them appearing to mock Hindu religious practices. The video featured a DJ dancing while others chanted Vel Vel, a sacred chant invoking Hindu deity Lord Murugan, linked to Malaysia's Tamil Hindu community. The dance was seen as ridiculing Hindu devotees entering a trance, a practice common during Thaipusam celebrations. Lord Murugan is a significant deity symbolized by a large statue at Malaysia's Batu Caves. So this was initially posted on ERFM's TikTok and it was removed but has been re-uploaded by others. Netizens have condemned the use of Vel Vel for humour and demanding an apology from ERFM. The Malaysian Indian Congress, MIC, labelled the act as brainless mockery and a threat to national unity, and also calling for government action and a public apology. The Communications Minister has now ordered an investigation by the Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission, MCMC, summoning ERFM and Astro Management. As of March 4th, 2025, the 3 DJs, hosts of ERFM's morning show, were suspended. They issued an apology via Instagram claiming their mistake was unintentional. You have to really be careful with your sense of humour. Remember, religious harmony is very important, religious unity, so you need to know where to draw your line for humour right here. We're back in Singapore right now, where the Singapore National Parks just announced that Singapore is going to be having more new parks. Okay, so there'll be 8 new parks and 13 kilometers of park connectors added to National Parks pipeline over the next 5 years. The total target will be over 25 parks, over 170 hectares. There's estimated to be around 240 football fields and 50 kilometers of park connectors by 2030. Seriously, this might be an unpopular opinion, okay, but do we have too many parks? Does Singapore have too many parks? For me, I don't cycle, I don't jog, so parks are kind of, to me, in abundance, okay? So anyway, here are the highlighted new parks. There'll be a Farrer Park, part of an integrated development with nature play area, jogging track, open lot, and therapeutic landscape. What is a therapeutic landscape? So if I'm feeling down, I look at the landscape or I walk on it, I feel better. Okay? Other new parks also, like Spotty Wood and Woodgrove, Teachers Estate Park, and Mandai Mangrove and Mudflat Nature Park. Okay, wow. And the park connector expansions will be new routes in Yishun Avenue 1, Bukit Panjang North, Pioneer Road North. The goal is 500 kilometers of park connectors by 2030, ensuring every household is within a 10-minute walk from a park. Wow, that is a nice plan. But once again, unpopular opinion, do we have too many parks? Once again, I don't cycle, I don't jog. Do we have too many parks? Maybe this is just me, okay? You know what? Maybe I should just take up jogging or cycling, yeah? Once again, by popular demand, another update to the CDL Boardroom battle. So, in the last episode, we know that Kwek have said that maybe Executive Chairman Kwek is being influenced by Dr. Catherine Wu, and now we have the resignation of Dr. Catherine Wu. Dr. Wu, former unpaid independent advisor to Millennium and Coptham Hotels MNC, resigned effectively immediately as announced in a press release on March 4th, 2025. Okay, her resignation was described as irrevocable by CDL Executive Chairman Kwek Ling Bing. Dr. Wu was a central figure in a high-profile boardroom dispute at CDL between Kwek Ling Bing, Executive Chairman, and his son Sherman Kwek, CEO. Once again, Sherman Kwek accused Dr. Wu of overstepping her role, claiming she interfered excessively and wielded enormous influence. Wow. Now, Mr. Kwek Ling Bing stated that Dr. Wu's exit removes the basis for Sherman's corporate governance allegations against CDL. He emphasized the need to restore investor confidence and prevent further governance breaches. So, what is the next step now? What is going to happen? I don't know. Stay tuned for more updates. And for our last story of the day, trigger warning, okay? So anyway, on September 22nd, 2024, at 4:50 a.m., a 26-year-old Indian national, we just call him Mr. E, okay? Mr. E decided to climb into his neighbor's condominium unit via the kitchen balcony, okay? Using his phone torchlight and inappropriately touched the victim, a 36-year-old woman, while she slept in the master bedroom with her husband. The husband was beside her, and still the suspect went ahead. I know it doesn't make sense, but this is what happened, okay? The suspect touched the victim's underwear, waking her. The victim woke up thinking that it was her husband, but found her husband asleep. She turned to the side and saw the suspect. She screamed, and the husband woke up and confronted the suspect. The suspect, Mr. E, passed water in fear and begged not to involve police, but the victim obviously called police, and the suspect, Mr. E, stayed there until police arrived. The suspect, Mr. E, admitted to trespassing but denied any inappropriate physical touch, okay? Falsely claiming that his phone fell on the victim. We have the sentencing now on March 5th, 2025, where the suspect, Mr. E, pleaded guilty to one count of inappropriate conduct, okay? And one count of housebreaking considered. He is sentenced to 7 months jail. The maximum penalty for inappropriate touch is up to 3 years jail, fine, and caning. The prosecution sought 6 to 8 months jail, and aggravating factors to consider were breaking into a private home, the victim's vulnerability while sleeping, and passing water in the unit. The defense argued for 7 months jail and cited Mr. E's humble background and emotional distress from his grandmother's unaliving herself. So people are thinking, what drove Mr. E to do this? Because it's just, is he having some mental health issues or anything? Well, the Institute of Mental Health report diagnosed that Mr. E, the suspect, has no mental condition. So it seems that he was driven purely by urges and threw all sense of reality away. He just went ahead with his plan. This is how dangerous it is. And for context, the suspect lived next door to the victim for a year and knew her from prior encounters, at the corridor, at the common areas. He shared the next door unit with 5 other colleagues. And just on one night, maybe driven purely by urges, he decided to climb into the neighbor's unit via the kitchen balcony. This is how dangerous it can be when they have no sense or reasoning and just being driven purely by urges. Just stay safe, everyone.